Have we admitted everybody?
Nope, not yet. You ready?
Sure. Oh, let me do the court call first. Is everyone available on court call, Fahey versus Bonnie? Is everyone available on court call, Fahey versus Bonnie?
There is nobody checked in for that yet, Your Honor.
Okay, just let me know, please.
I will, thank you.
Good morning, Judge.
All right, everyone mute your microphone, please. Okay, good morning. Welcome to courtroom C307. Please ensure that your name and case number appear on the screen. If they do not, click on the Participants tab at the bottom of the screen, and then click on your name, then click on More, and then Rename. And then you put in your name and your case number. Okay, make sure everybody does that. Please mute your microphone on the lower left-hand corner of your screen until your case is called. If there is any background noise or chatter from other participants, it will disrupt the proceedings. None of these proceedings are to be recorded. If any portion of these proceedings are recorded, you may be subject to an order of contempt. We are all new to appearing in court via the computer, so let's all be patient. You are appearing in court right now, only it's through a computer. It is as if you are actually in the courtroom, so please conduct yourselves appropriately. When your case is called, raise your hand so that I could see it on the screen. Please check the chat function at the bottom of the page frequently. The clerk may need necessary information from you. You can chat only with the clerk privately. You cannot send the judge a private chat. That would be an inappropriate ex parte communication. Do not chat with everyone in the virtual courtroom. Stay off of the chat function unless you need to contact the clerk with necessary information about your case. Do not overload the clerk with unnecessary chat questions. If you do need to contact the clerk via chat, ensure that your chat only goes to the clerk and not everyone. So when I click on chat, see here the default is everyone. Can you see that? So you're going to click on that, find clerk, and then send it only to her, not to everyone in the courtroom, okay? All right. iPhone users, if you get a message from chat, click on it immediately or else it'll disappear. If you accidentally get kicked out of the hearing, be sure to go to the 19th Judicial website and rejoin immediately. If your case gets set for a future trial date, make sure you're prepared for the trial. Have any photos or documents downloaded to your computer so that you can show them to me on the share screen function in Zoom. You should practice this before the trial so that you're not fumbling around at trial, okay? You can do a practice Zoom meeting with your friends and family and show them documents. If anyone wishes to say something at the trial, they need to be in the Zoom hearing for the trial. I cannot read a letter from someone. All right, I'll get to everyone as soon as I can, and thank you again for your patience. Are we still waiting on court call? Court call, are we still waiting?
We still do not have anyone checked in, Your Honor.
Okay, if you do, just speak up and interrupt me, okay?
I will.
Okay.
Thank you. MR223 is in the law library.
Oh, I see that. Okay, let's get him done first. Thank you. 20 MR223, petition of Wright. Mr. Wright, can you unmute yourself? Click on the microphone. There you go. Very good. How are you today?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. Is this name change for you personally?
Yes.
Okay. Can you raise your right hand? You swear to tell the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. I have to ask you a series of questions to make sure you're not changing your name for a bad reason. Are you changing your name to avoid child support payments?
No, I am not.
Are you changing your name to avoid a warrant for your arrest?
No.
Have you been convicted of a felony in the last 10 years?
No.
Are you required to register as a sex offender?
No.
Are you a member of a terrorist organization?
No.
All right, just a moment. Okay, now, how old are you?
I'm 31.
Okay. Do you have the paper called decree? It's the order allowing me to change your name.
Would that be this?
I can't see it. It says decree on it. Does it say decree on the top?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So down at the bottom in the middle, there's 3 lines where you're to change your name, right?
Yes.
So you're going to write your old name, your new name, and your new name again on those 3 lines. So old name, new name, okay?
Okay.
Include your entire name. Then in the middle of that order, it asks the newspaper that you published in. That would be the Daily Herald. Then it's going to ask for a date. Put today's date on there, right after the newspaper name, okay?
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
Then you're going to email that decree after it's all filled out to the following email address. There, see, that's how you do share screen. But anyway, so can you write that down, sir?
In my cellular phone, I do not have a pen.
You came to court without a pen?
I did, Your Honor, when I found it was going to be.
Well, that's the email address you need to mail it to, okay? You got to do that before 3 o'clock today. CC307 at lakecountyil.gov. All righty? Or as long as you're at the law library, you can fill out your decree and then run it down to the clerk's office, which is in the basement of the main courthouse.
Okay.
It might be easier for you, okay?
Okay.
All right, you can do that right after you leave the law library. All right.
Okay.
And then I'll sign it and we'll mail it back to you. Make sure you change your name with Social Security so that your benefits follow you. All right, do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, let's see, Miss McCurtis is in 589. McCurtis versus Corridor. Can you unmute yourself, ma'am? Click the microphone on the lower left-hand corner of the screen with the mouse. Do you see the microphone in the lower left-hand corner of your screen, the picture of the microphone? All right, you're going to have to ask the law librarian to teach you how to unmute and mute yourself. I'll call you back. Wave when you're ready to be called, okay? Ask the law librarian. All right, who else? Mr. Wright. Oh, we did him already. Okay.
Right here, these two, Mr. Booth in the law library.
Those two are in the law library? Okay. Bruton versus Chavez.
Okay. All right.
Who's here on Bruton versus Chavez? Is anyone here on Bruton versus Chavez?
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else here on Bruton versus Chavez? All right. Just a moment. I'm trying to mute Miss Faye Fahey, but she's not connected yet. Okay, what's your name, ma'am? I can only see a ceiling fan. I can't see you.
Zena Charlotte.
Are you in the law library?
No, I'm at home.
All right, I'll call your case in a minute, okay?
Okay.
The only person I think, oh, there's Mr. Bruton's in the law library. I got you. Hello, Mr. Bruton. Hello, Mr. Bruton. Billy Bruton, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mr. Bruton? Mr. Bruton, if you can hear me, put your thumb up like this, okay? Can you hear me? Can you send Mr. Bruton a chat? All right, he's got 2 cases.
You did on purpose. There's too much in your did you spell your name?
All right, just a minute. Petition of Anna Martinez. Is anyone here on that?
Yes, Your Honor. William Quiseno on behalf of the petitioner, Your Honor, and my client, I did see her on the video. I just waiting for her to click in. There she is.
Okay, hello, Miss Martinez.
Good morning.
Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth?
Yes,
Or you could put your hand down. Are you changing your name to avoid, is this name change for you personally?
yes,
Are you changing your name to avoid child support payments?
no,
Are you changing your name to avoid a warrant for your arrest?
no,
Have you been convicted of a felony in the last 10 years?
no,
Are you required to register as a sex offender?
no,
Are you a member of a terrorist organization?
no,
Are you between the ages of 18 and 25?
no.
All right. All right. Congratulations. I'll sign your decree and we'll mail it back to you. Okay.
Thank you.
Make sure you
Judge-
change your name with Social Security so that your benefits follow you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Judge,
you.
I had a question.
What?
Will you email a PDF copy of that order or will
That's
to my
between
office?
you and the clerk, counsel. I don't know if they email
Okay.
it or mail it. Okay.
Okay, thank
I'm
you.
not, I don't know. You got to ask the clerk's office.
I will.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Okay. Bruton versus Sherrod. Mr. Bruton, you need to unmute your microphones. Mr. Bruton, you need to unmute your microphone. On the lower left-hand corner of your screen, there's a picture of a microphone. You need to click on it with your mouse. All right. Can you hear me? Can you get someone over there, please? McCurtis versus Corridor. Who's here on that? Raise your hand. All right. Mr. Bruton,
Yes.
tell the law librarian that we cannot hear you when you speak.
They can't.
All right. Hello, Miss McCurtis.
Good morning.
All right. Is Michael Corridor here? All right. Just a moment, please. Okay, Miss McCurtis, is Mr. Corridor a tenant of yours?
Yes,
How much is his rent per month? How much is he supposed to pay?
he's supposed to pay $700 per month.
Okay, hang on, just answer my questions, okay, and we'll get through this. Okay. in the 5-day notice that you gave me, there's no proof of service of the 5-day notice. So I have the 5-day notice, but at the bottom, you didn't tell me when you gave it to him.
I didn't give it to him. I got a process server to serve it.
All right, let me check. Let me see if we have proof of service, okay?
I have it here if you need it.
Oh, I see it. I apologize. I have
Thank
it.
you.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
All right, hang on. April 29th. Hang on just a second. There's a lot of new rules that have come out regarding eviction, so you have to be patient with me, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. April 29th. All right, that's fine. All right, let me just, ma'am, is this subsidized housing or HUD or Section 8?
Neither.
Okay. Do you have a federal loan, a federally backed loan on the property like Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, do you have a pen and paper, Miss McCurtis?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, because of everything that's going on with people not working, right, because all the stores are shut down, the governor has come out with a series of executive orders, all right? And one of them is called Executive Order 2020-30. And what that says is, as of April 23rd, you may not commence or file a residential eviction unless the tenant poses a direct threat to the health and safety of other tenants or an immediate and severe risk to property, among other things. Okay, you can read it yourself. And that lasts until June 27th, when the governor's disaster period is currently set to expire. All righty. So what he says is you cannot file an eviction between April 23rd and June 27th. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dismiss the case, okay, and then you can refile it after June 27th. So those are the rules. I have to follow the rules. I know the landlords are frustrated, but I have to follow the rules. Now, hang on just a minute. When you refile it, also look on our website, on the 19th Judicial website. And you landlords should pay attention to this because it's going to come up again, okay? So pay attention to this. Look on our website for the 19th Judicial Circuit, and you're going to see a box there called Administrative Orders. Click on that and find Administrative Order 20-30. You guys should probably be writing this down. Administrative Order 20-30, and then look in paragraph 24. That contains a notice that you have to give the defendants to appear by Zoom. Who's David? Weinstein? All right, Mr. Weinstein, there was an order entered on June 9th in your case.
I'm sorry, can you say that again, Judge?
Yes, you're here on a name change.
Yes, I am.
The order was entered June 9th.
June 9th. Okay,
All right, thank you.
thank you.
Okay, so anyway, Ms. McCurtis, if you look at that paragraph 24 in that administrative order, there's a Zoom notice that you have to put, that you have to give the defendant. So when you refile your lawsuit, make sure that Zoom notice is in with your paperwork telling them to appear by Zoom. not to come to the courtroom, okay? All right. So I'll go ahead, I'll dismiss the case, and then you can come back after June 20, or after June 27th.
Your Honor, may I have a speech with you?
Hello?
Pardon me?
May I please have a speech with you
We're done. Okay.
before you dismiss it?
Yeah. Miss
Judge,
Foss, Miss Foss, mute your microphone. Go ahead. Do you have a question, Ms. McCurdy?
no, sir, I don't have a question, but I need to speak to you, please.
Okay, what would you like to say?
I would like to say to you, prior to the pandemic that we are having, for almost one solid year, this man has not paid his rent. He is not having a bad situation, and he stopped paying in 2019.
Okay.
It's a little over a year now.
All right,
So,
ma'am, I have a very busy call. I can't get into the details of your case at this point. Next time, when don't let it go so long. You cannot wait a year with no rent and now all of a sudden it's an emergency.
it's not, okay,
Okay.
it's not all of a sudden. I waited and tried to help him. I've done everything I could. My hands are stretched out and I can't.
All right, but you're unable to file the lawsuit until June 27th. I'm following the governor's executive order. All right, I'll prepare the order and mail it off to you, okay? All right.
Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. Anything?
All right, let's see. Bruton versus Sherrod. You can unmute your microphone, Mr. Bruton.
All right, it's unmuted.
Okay, is anyone here for Sherrod? Raise your hand. All righty, just a moment, please.
Yes.
Hang on, Mr. Bruton, okay?
I'm not going anywhere.
All right. Okay, Mr. Bruton, is Adrian Sherrod, is that a man or a woman?
It's a man.
Okay, is he a tenant of yours?
He is. He's a
Okay,
tenant.
did you guys have an agreement where he was supposed to pay you rent?
Yes.
Okay, because in your complaint, you're not asking for any money, you just want possession.
Well, at the time, I was asking for damages, and the money also, but.
Not
because
in the
they're-
complaint you did, and it says 0.
Well, because I just wanted possession, but when they stayed, now I'm asking for the damages, they're still there. So when I filed this, I just wanted them out.
Okay. Do you
They,
have a
they
written,
decided to stay, so now I'm asking for,
okay. Do you have a written lease with him?
I do.
When does that expire?
It expired it expired in September
It's September of 20 or September of 19?
19.
So it's,
So I've been trying to get them out since then.
okay. All right. So I'm just trying to get a grip on what's going on. Okay.
Okay, yeah,
All right. So the lease is expired.
yes.
So now, did he pay you rent after, after September of 19? Did he pay you any
No.
rent?
No,
He's
been
never
trying-
given
no. And they've been
no
trying to get,
rent after September of 19.
no, they got involved with Catholic Charities and PADS, and they did send me letters saying that they would help them, but they never did. The
Okay.
organization never did. So now I haven't gotten anything. So,
Okay. So it did not establish a month-to-month tenancy because he did not continue to
Right.
pay rent.
exactly.
All right, so it's an expired lease, so you don't need
Yes.
a prior demand notice. I'm just going through the analysis here,
Sure.
okay?
Okay,
All right, so now let's see what we have. Now let's get into the COVID stuff, see what's going on with that.
okay.
Is this any kind of public housing, Section 8, anything like that?
No, it's my home. My mother's deceased, and my sister, she's disabled. She lives there.
Okay, just try to answer yes or no, please.
Okay,
I'm not trying to be rude, I just have a busy morning, okay?
got it. Okay,
Okay.
I'll follow your lead.
Nope.
Okay, I got you.
Is there a federal mortgage on the building of Fannie Mae
No.
or Freddie Mac?
No, it's free and clear.
Okay, hang on. Okay, you filed before the governor's prohibition took effect. Hang on a second.
Okay,
Okay. Very good. All right, now, hang on just a second. So you're
okay,
good so far.
okay.
Let me see. It looks like the sheriff was unable to get,
No, they were served. They got the,
well, here's what the sheriff's return to service says. It says, per Ilaya Bruton,
right.
Adrian no longer lives there. That's what the sheriff wrote.
Okay. No,
So,
that's not, yeah, he was given, by my sister gave them personally the form. The sheriff left it with them. They made sure that he got it.
so did they move out?
No, they're still there. They won't go because of the COVID, the pandemic. They said that someone told them they didn't have to vacate.
Well,
So, and I
that's
couldn't
not
throw them out.
necessarily true.
Yeah,
Okay,
so I didn't want to go above the law or whatever, so I'm just
now
following the,
we need to get service on them, okay?
okay.
So what you need to do is, do you have a pen and paper?
Okay, but they have the form. They have the,
The
Can I
summons and the complaint?
yes, they
Who
have all
gave-
that.
Who
I
gave
did.
it to them?
I gave it to them.
You can't do that. It's got to be by law, either the sheriff or a private investigator has to serve them.
Okay,
Summons and complaint. That's what the law says, okay?
okay, and when the sheriff came to the property to give that to them, they didn't have that with them?
Yes.
They should have had that.
When the sheriff came to give that to him,
Okay.
Ilaya said to the sheriff, Adrian no longer lives here. So
Oh,
the
okay.
sheriff left. He didn't serve him.
okay.
Okay,
I
so
wasn't aware of that.
what you may want to do is you may want to hire a private investigator to serve the papers
Okay,
because the sheriff isn't serving any papers right now. So you may
Got
want to
it.
hire a process server or a private investigator. So I'm going to give you an alias summons, okay?
Okay,
Which is another chance to get them served. So hang on just a second, okay?
yes.
All right. Now, also, you should go to our website. Where'd Mr. Bruton go?
I'm here.
Okay, sorry you moved spaces on the screen.
Oh, okay.
Go to our website and at the 19th Judicial Circuit, and in the
Mhm.
you're going to see a tab for administrative orders right in the middle of the screen.
Administrative orders, okay.
Click on it and find Administrative Order 20-30.
Okay, got that.
And then you're going to look at paragraph 24.
Paragraph 24.
And you're going to make a copy of it, like just copy it and
Mm-hmm.
paste it onto a blank piece of paper, right?
Yeah,
And have it printed out. Then
okay.
you're going to go to the clerk's office and get an alias summons. It costs like $5, okay? Get an alias summons, and I'm going to give you a new date. And then you're going to bring that to a private investigator or the sheriff to have it served. But the sheriff is not serving papers right now. We need
Okay.
some alias. You want the number?
Okay.
171-293. And on the summons, the alias summons, in front of the word summons, you're going to write alias. Okay?
Okay.
And then I'll give you a date. We'll work on a date, and you're going to put the date in there. Now, so you're going to give it to let's say you give it to an investigator. You're going to give them a copy of your complaint, the alias summons, and that Zoom notice.
Okay.
Okay? All that has to be served on Adrian. Okay, hang on, sir. All right, let's see. All right, let's come back. Hang on just a minute. I'll give you some time to get it served.
Okay.
How does, Mr. Bruton, can you come back in 2 weeks, June 25th at 9 a.m.?
June, I should be able to. I have to schedule off work and see if I can get, yeah.
Well,
I have
I'll
to
give
see
you whatever date you want, but that's the soonest I can bring you in.
Okay,
If
I mean,
you want to go later, I will, whatever you want to do.
no, that'd be okay. I just gotta, because I, to get the day off here, I had to put in for time off and then PTO. So
All right. I can
I
either
gotta
give
see
you
who-
June 25th or a later date. What do you want?
Okay,
All right. So June 25th, hang on,
24th or 25th?
25th, 2-5,
25th, okay.
at 9 o'clock. Now that's the date you're going to put in the alias summons, okay?
All right, when that comes up, you put that date in there.
Well, you're going to go down to the clerk's office right now in the basement and get an alias summons and insert that date.
Oh, okay,
You can go do that right now, okay?
okay,
And then you're going to bring that alias summons and the complaint and then print out that Zoom notice and bring it to an investigator to have them serve Adrian.
okay,
Okay?
okay.
And then we'll see you back here. Come on back, on June 25th, just like you are now.
Okay,
Okay, I think you have
Hopefully-
one more.
Yeah, hopefully I got all that written down and I don't screw it up. I
Okay,
don't
let
know.
me see if you have another. Okay, you have one more. Bruton versus Chavez. Is anyone
Yes.
here on that other than Mr. Bruton? Chavez?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, can you move your phone, ma'am, so I can see you? There you go. What's
Yeah.
your name?
Zena Chavez.
Okay, just a moment, please. Let me look through the paperwork. Okay, ma'am, how much are you supposed to be paying Mr. Bruton every month?
800.
800? Okay, is it HUD or Section 8 or anything?
No, it's
All
nothing.
right, just a moment. Mr. Bruton, was there a written lease in this case?
Yes,
Okay, when does it expire or when did it expire?
April.
March,
Mr. Bruton?
March. Yeah, March of, March 31st.
Of 2020?
Yes,
Just a couple months ago, right?
April, March. Yeah, end of April, March.
It was April.
End of April?
April 6th. Almost our end of the.
It ended April 6th, ma'am?
Hmm.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, did you pay Mr. Bruton rent for the month of April?
No, I wasn't working at the time.
All right, that's fine. I understand. I mean, trust me, you're not alone. There's a lot of people that are having trouble, right? Because no one's working right now.
Yeah.
Did you pay him rent for the month of May?
No, I don't think May. No.
Did you pay him rent for the month of June?
I don't remember, to be honest, because I wasn't working for a while.
Did you, Mr. Bruton, did you pay June rent?
No,
All right.
I think I
so-
paid October and
Well, October, okay,
February.
that's fine. I'm just talking about after the end of the lease. All right,
No.
so just a moment. Okay, you were served,
March 18th.
you were served on March 30th. Okay, now, just a moment, please.
Oh, yeah.
Mr.
March
Bru-
30th.
Mr. Bruton,
yes,
in this case with Ms. Chavez, you should have a document called a summons.
yes.
Make sure you e-file that, okay?
E-file it, okay.
E-file it with the clerk or run it down to the clerk's office since you're going down there anyway and file it.
Okay, the summons?
The summons for this case.
Oh, okay, because that's right, because I did all that on e-file.
Yeah, because I don't have it in the
You need it.
file, so you gotta
Okay.
make sure it's in the file, okay?
Okay, all
All
right.
right, just a moment, please. Let me check some other things. Okay. All right, now, ma'am,
Yeah.
Mr. Bruton wants you to vacate the premises, and just let me finish, okay?
Okay.
What he's stating is that the lease ended and there was no month-to-month tenancy established after that. There's been no rent paid, no agreement to continue on month-to-month. He said the lease ended and he wants his apartment back or his house back.
I moved out.
You're completely out?
I moved out the end of April, but
Is
fully out May 1st.
all your stuff out?
Yeah.
All right, all your stuff is out.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we do this, Mr. Bruton, since you're not asking for any money from her, okay?
Okay, I am, okay, Judge, no, that's, I am asking for damages because all of her stuff wasn't out.
Well,
And-
you didn't ask for that in your complaint, so you're gonna have to file an amended complaint then,
Okay,
all right?
All right.
Right now, as it stands, you're not asking for any money. You might be able to get court costs Ma'am, are you working?
Thank you.
No, I'm not working right now because I had actually
Just a no is fine.
okay. Well, no, I haven't.
Do you have a bunch of money hidden under your mattress or anything?
Huh?
Do you have like a bunch of money hidden under your mattress, like you're a secret millionaire or something?
No.
Okay, so Mr. Bruton, if you want, go ahead. You can file an amended complaint, but the problem is, if you're going to ask for rent from her, you just said that there was no month-to-month tenancy, the lease expired, and you just wanted her out. So
Yeah.
now if you want rent money from her, you should have given her a 5-day notice. You're going to have to start all over again.
Well, I gave her a 5-day notice back in October when, so it's,
That doesn't,
I mean, I know.
you can't file a 5-day in October and then evict her in March, okay?
Okay.
It's got to be close together,
Right.
all right?
Okay.
So if you want to start all over again, I'll dismiss your case and let you do that. Or you can just move
Well-
on, because it looks like you're not going to be able to collect any money from her anyway, but it's up to you.
Right.
Now, I have to get to my other cases.
Right.
You can either,
Um,
you can dismiss
I
it
mean,
and rent it to someone who's going to pay.
right.
Try to chase her around for money and start this lawsuit all over again.
Right. I would like to try to do that. I would like to get her updated
All right.
information on how to contact her. I
She
shouldn't
doesn't
have
have to
to.
give that to you. That's up to you to find out.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to dismiss
All right.
the case because there's no 5-day notice. You're going to have to start again, okay? Is that what you want to do?
I guess that's what, I don't know what I want to do, but that's what you're telling me I have to do.
That's not what I'm telling you you have to do. If you want to try to collect money from her, that's what you have to do. But your
Well-
other option is to just cut bait and move on. Which of those two things do you want to do?
I want to try to get some of the damages because those are
All right.
thousands of dollars that I don't have to just throw out the window, Judge.
All right, that's fine. Hang on. I'll prepare the order.
She
I'm gonna-
owes the money.
All right, sir, I'm going to mute your microphone. All right, I'm going to dismiss the case, and you're going to have to start again by giving her a 5-day notice and starting again, okay? But, let's see. But you know what? Hang on. Can you unmute your microphone, Mr. Bruton? All right,
Okay.
let me rephrase that, okay?
Yes, sir.
You do not have to, let me rephrase that. Because she's moved out, you do not have to give her a 5-day notice because she's out. All right?
And I get them on the bus and off the bus. Yeah.
The 5-day notice says is you pay, you give her the 5-day notice, and then if she pays within 5 days, she gets to stay. But that doesn't apply here because she's already out. So possession is not an issue. So what you have to do is you have to file a breach of contract action against her, okay? And establish there is a lease, a month-to-month lease. So you have to bring that case in either small claims or arbitration. If it's under 10,000, you'll file a small claims action against her. If it's over 10,000 and under 50,000, you file an arbitration case against her, okay? Do you understand? Okay, but because possession is not an issue, it's no longer an eviction action, it's a breach of contract. Okay? All right. Hang on just a second. All right, hang on. Okay.
No, when I'm not working like this, you have a card. No, we need my one. So I have them all the time. I already have them set up. I have them. I have them every day that I'm off.
Okay. Okay, so I've filled out the order, Mr. Bruton and Ms. Chavez. And Ms. Chavez, you can get a copy from the clerk's office, and Mr. Bruton will mail you a copy, okay? All right. Okay, thank you, folks. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Okay, all right, let me see. Excuse me 1 minute, folks. Mr. Weinstein, you're here on Norma Foss?
Yes.
Right. In the future, do not send in name change decrees before I have a chance to question the petitioner, okay?
Okay.
Because the name change was entered yesterday or on the 9th, Tuesday, because you had pre-submitted it. And in the flurry of everything going on, I signed it, not realizing that there was an upcoming court date. So don't pre-send the orders on name changes because I don't.
Okay.
Because I might inadvertently sign it without questioning the petitioner. Okay.
Okay. I'm just following the orders.
All right. Can you whatever? Can
Yeah, I
you
understand.
cut me some slack, please.
Yeah, of course, Judge. Of course.
All right. Is Miss Foss here?
No, she's elderly, and it took me almost an hour to get her on the Zoom, and she's off now. Do you need me to get her back on?
Yeah, because I got to ask her the questions. Has she been convicted of a felony, etc.?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, because she hasn't. All those questions are no. But if you need to ask her,
how do you know?
Because I've asked her.
Do you know if she's a member of a terrorist organization? You can affirm that through personal knowledge.
I think I could probably take a running jump and say she's not a member of a terrorist organization. My elderly client here.
I don't deal with probablys and running.
All right, I'll get her back on. Okay.
That. All right, get her back on and wave, and I'll call you right back up.
Okay, thanks.
All right, thank you.
Oh,
Murata versus Franklin. Is anyone here on that? Raise your hand. Murata versus Franklin. Hello, Mr. Murata.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Is Franklin here? All right, just a moment, please. All right. Okay, sir. Carrie and Marlo Franklin, are they tenants of yours?
Correct.
Okay, how much were they supposed to pay in rent every month?
1,000.
Okay, is this a HUD property or Section 8 or anything?
No.
Do you have a federally backed mortgage on it, Fannie
No.
Mae or Freddie Mac?
No.
Okay, just a moment. So, did you have a written lease with them?
Yes.
When does it expire or when did it expire?
It expires 8/1/2020.
So it doesn't expire till August.
Correct.
Okay. What's the basis for you kicking them out?
Non-payment of rent.
Okay, so why didn't you give them a 5-day?
I did.
Well, let me see. I don't see it in the file. There's no 5-day in the file. You have to file that.
Last time I did this, I just presented it to you at the stand.
Right, but you can't do that now because you're at home.
Correct. I mean, I do have it. I have it on my screen if you need
Well, it needs to be filed in the court file. I can give you a short date so you can get that filed.
Okay.
Now, who gave them the 5-day notice?
I did.
All right, did you fill out the proof of service at the bottom?
Yes, I did. I served
Filled it out, right?
Yes.
Put the date in there that you gave it to them, etc.
Yes, I did.
All right, when did you give them the 5-day? What's it say on, do you have it in front of you?
Yeah, I just emailed it to myself. So, I gave it to them on April 10th, 2020.
Okay, and then you filed the lawsuit May 19th, right?
Correct.
Okay, so hang on just a second. Let me go through this. There's several new rules that have come out regarding evictions, so we have to go through it, okay?
Sure.
All right. All right, now, do you have a pen and paper?
Yes, I do.
There's a governor's executive order, number 2020-30. You can look that up on the internet, Illinois governor's executive orders. What that basically says is you cannot commence, which means file, a residential eviction between the dates of April 23rd and June 27th, unless the tenant poses a direct threat to the health and safety of other tenants or an immediate and severe risk to property. Among other things, you can read it in the executive order. So you're within that time period. So you're going to have to wait till June 27th. Okay. So I'll dismiss your lawsuit. You can refile it after June 27th. Okay.
So when
you can keep the same 5-day. All right. Okay. But you can keep the same 5-day. Unless you want to update it, it's up to you and serve them with a new one. But you can keep the same one, but you can't file the lawsuit till after June 27th. And when you do so, make sure you staple the 5-day notice to your complaint. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead. Do you have a question?
Yeah, I do. So when you file, obviously you need to pay to e-file it. So I'm assuming I'm just going to be paying again to e-file again after the 27th.
Yes.
Okay. And then as far as the
hang on just a second. Hang on that.
Okay.
Okay, we have good news, sir. I can dismiss it and then you can reinstate the case. Okay, so write that down. You want to reinstate the case.
Okay, so I just obviously take the same case number 20 LM 604 and say I'd like to reinstate.
Yes, and if you do that within 30 days, there will not be a fee. I don't have to waive it, right? There just won't be a fee, Madam Clerk. All right. So if you do that within 30 days, there will not be a reinstatement fee with the clerk. Okay. So that'll save you a couple $100, okay?
Thanks.
But you have a short window. You have between June 28th and the 10th or 11th day of July. So there's only like a 12-day window in there, right?
Okay.
30 days from today, but after June 27th.
Gotcha.
Okay? All right.
One more question.
Yes,
The
sir.
Zoom forms that I need to do,
Yes.
do I need to do those now or is that later down the road?
That's when you reinstate the case. That'll be included with your summons.
Okay, is this the correct summons Zoom form?
Well, I can't, does it say at the bottom of that summons, do not appear in court, appear by Zoom? Is that language on that summons? I know we drafted a new form, but I don't know if it's out yet.
It just says you are hereby summoned and required to appear before
Yeah.
this court at courtroom.
If the word Zoom is not on there, you have to get the appropriate Zoom notice from our administrative order 2020-30, paragraph 24,
Gotcha.
and attach that to your summons that gets served, okay?
All right.
All right. Okay, hang on just a second. Okay, case filed. Okay. Okay, we'll go ahead and mail you a copy of the order, Mr. Franklin, okay?
I'm Mr. Murata.
Or Mr. Murata, I apologize, sorry.
No problem.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, thanks.
Okay. Mr. Weinstein, do you have your client on speakerphone or anything? I can talk to her on speakerphone. Or is she here? He just left.
She's here and Mr.
All
Stein is still here. He just sat back down.
Okay, there's that one. Okay, is Miss Foss here?
She is, Your Honor.
Oh, hello, Miss Foss.
Yes,
Can you raise your right hand?
yes,
Do you swear to tell the truth?
yes, I do.
All right, you can put your hand down.
Okay.
Ma'am, I
Hey, we're
need
in
to ask,
court right now. I can't talk.
Yes,
ma'am, I need to ask you a series of questions to make sure you're not changing your name for a bad reason, okay?
yes,
Are you changing your name to avoid child support payments?
no,
Are you changing your name to avoid a warrant for your arrest?
no,
Have you been convicted of a felony in the last 10 years?
no,
Are you required to register as a sex offender?
no,
Are you a member of a terrorist organization?
no.
Okay, and I have to ask those questions of everyone, okay?
Sure.
All right, I've signed your name change order. Make sure you change your name with Social Security so that your benefits follow you.
Okay.
Okay, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mr. Weinstein.
Thank you, David.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Madam Clerk. Lie versus body, or Lee versus body. Okay, can you unmute your microphone in the lower right-hand corner or lower left-hand corner of your screen? Hello, sir.
Good morning, Judge.
Sir, is it body or Bodie?
It's Bodie.
Bodie, I apologize. Is Kay Lee here? All right, let me see what we have. She's not here, right, to extend it's your motion to extend the eviction, but she's not here. All right, I'm going to strike it. Are you still living there, sir?
Yes, I am.
All right, I'm going to strike her motion because she's not here, okay?
Okay, Judge.
So if you get notice to come back, make sure you come back.
Okay, I can definitely do that.
How's everything going?
It's going okay. Thank
Good. Okay, I'm going to strike her motion, okay, because she's not here. If you get notice to come back, just come on back.
you. I'll definitely do that.
Okay, sir, have a nice day.
You too, Judge.
All right. Can the mediators unmute themselves? And Ms. Hawkins? Delta, are you there?
Morning, Your Honor.
Anyway, okay. Hello, Matt. Hello, mediators.
Yes, morning.
So we don't have any cases where both people are present at this point, but I do appreciate you guys monitoring this. You don't get a donut because you're not here. But
Okay.
anyway, so what we're going to have to do, and I'm working with Delta on this, is that when you guys do the agreements, right, they won't be able to be signed, but I can ask the people, is this your agreement, right?
Okay.
So that'll work.
Yep.
And then you'll have to type it out. Like maybe I'll redo the form on a Word, or we can make it in a Word format. And then you can just type out the agreement and send it to me, and we can make any changes, etc. You can do that with Word, but not PDF, right?
Okay.
So we'll convert it to a Word document, and then we'll just trade it back and forth. So, but it sounds like it's going to work out.
Great.
Okay. You're welcome to stick around if you want, or you can leave, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Okay.
See you next
Thank
time.
you.
All right. Thanks, folks.
Okay, bye-bye.
We very much appreciate your services, your volunteer services. We couldn't do this without you.
No problem.
All
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye now.
All right.
Okay, here's this one, Madam Clerk. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Malakal versus Valero. Is anyone here on that? Mr. Malakal. George Malakal. Sir?
Good morning.
Hello. Okay. Is Valero here? All right, just a moment. Just a moment, sir. Okay, I don't have a copy of the citation or the proof of service of the citation in the file. I only have a citation notice.
I have the proof of service with me.
Well, that
Can I
doesn't
share
do
it?
me any good. It's got to be in the court file. Right?
Okay.
So also, I need you to e-file the actual citation I have the citation notice, but I need the actual citation and the proof of service. That needs to be e-filed, okay?
Okay.
All right, when was the citation served on Miss Valero?
It was served on the 20. It was sent to them on the 25th.
What do you mean sent to them?
I sent it. I sent it by this certified mail receipt.
All right, just a moment, please. So you sent it certified mail to Maggie Valero?
Yes.
All right, just a moment.
You can see it on my screen. On the screen, I've shared it now.
I don't see it. Did you do share screen?
Yes.
Oh, there it is. Very good. I'm impressed that you know how to do that. Okay,
Thank you, Honor.
You did it restricted delivery, which is how you're supposed to do it, which is also very good. All right, hang on. Hang on a minute.
Thank you, Honor.
Okay, most people don't do it restricted delivery, but you did, so you're ahead of the game. All right, now, okay, you can get rid of the share screen.
Okay. Thank you, Honor.
Did she sign for it? Did you get the green card back?
I didn't get any card back.
Okay, so we cannot move forward unless we get that green piece of cardboard that they signed.
Yeah.
So we don't know if she received it. Now, here's the thing, sir. If I owed you money and you sent me a certified letter, I'm probably not going to pick it up because there's no good news in there, right?
Right.
So you can do that, but probably the best way is to get it served on her through a private investigator.
Yes,
the
sir.
Sheriff, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
But you can do restricted delivery, but she's probably not going to pick it up. So what I can do, let's see what we have here. So the next step is to give you another chance or an alias citation, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
But hang on a second. Okay, now, the governor's executive order 2020-25.
Yes, Your Honor.
You cannot serve a citation till after June 27th. All righty. Okay. So why don't we do this? Why don't I just strike it from the call, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Or I can do an order where you withdraw it, okay? And because she has not sat for her citation yet, after June 27th, you can go down and get an alias citation and serve it on her.
I think, I'll do that, Your Honor.
I would go through the sheriff or a private investigator.
Yes, sure. I asked at the library and they said, send it by certified mail. Actually, I was planning to send it by, a server. But then when I asked the library, they said, no, you can just send it by a certified mail. And that was my
right. But look what happened.
I know.
You can do that legally, but realistically, she's not going to pick it up, right?
Right, Your Honor.
All right. So hang on a second. Okay, just a minute, sir. So I'll just withdraw your citation and you can do an alias citation or another one after June 27th. You don't need to come into court. You can just do it.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Any questions?
Where do I get a copy of this alias citation? So
down at the clerk's office.
Okay.
They probably have it on their forms, right?
Okay.
It's the same one you got wherever you got this one. It's the same place.
Okay.
Okay. Just
Yes.
write the word alias in front of the word citation.
Okay, yes, Your Honor.
All right. How you doing otherwise? Okay?
All good, Your Honor. Thank you very
Good.
much.
Good. Okay, I'll have the clerk mail you a copy of this order.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Molokal,
Yes,
when you do the citation in the future, make sure you include a Zoom notice so that she's to appear by Zoom. And you get that, did you write down where you find that at?
it's at the 19th Circuit State Court,
Yeah.
right?
Administrative Order 2030, paragraph 24.
Paragraph
24 of Administrative Order 20-30.
20-30.
You got it? You guys should write that down, you know, whichever in the court call.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too now. All right. Alonzo versus Stevens. Is anyone here on that? Hello, sir. You can unmute your microphone. Oh, I didn't see that it was in the law library. You can unmute your microphone on the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Oh, no, he took his headphones off, so he can't hear us. All right, can you hear me? Mr. Alonzo, can you hear me? Put your thumb up if you can hear me. All right, on the lower left-hand corner of your screen, there's a picture of a microphone. Click on it with the mouse.
Yep. Nope. Alonzo, wait a second. Steven, and he's having a hard time unmuting his microphone.
Are they Can you do me a favor? When this is over,
Okay.
Went through? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I hear you.
okay, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Can you turn your microphone up?
Yes, sir.
Turn it up. I can't hear you speaking.
Yes, sir.
All right, put it right near your mouth. Can you?
Yes, sir. Do you hear me?
Barely. Hang on. Just a moment.
Do you hear me?
Can you turn it up louder? I can't hear you talking. I can barely hear you.
Let me tell him again.
You want it?
Mr. Law Librarian, can you hear me?
Hello?
Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Tell them that other headphone, we couldn't hear you.
Okay. You hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, hang on. All right, hang on a minute, please.
Yes, sir.
All right, you're the landlord, right?
Yes, sir.
You own the property?
Yes, sir.
Did you have a written, is it Section 8 or HUD or anything?
No, sir.
All right, just a moment. Let's see why you filed an amended complaint. Hang on a second. Are they still living there?
The lady that's not there, but there's another people that I don't know who they are. They took over the property, and I think they are doing bad things to your honor. That's why I need my property back. The lease expire on the 1st of February.
All right, just a moment. So
Okay.
the lease expired February 1st?
Yes, sir.
And there's someone else, and there's people living there and you don't know who they are?
Yes, sir.
All right, just a moment. Oh, I think you filed an amended complaint to include unknown occupants, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, you didn't put any money down in your amended complaint. You don't want any money? You just want them out?
I just want the property back.
All right, just a moment. Do you have a rental agreement with the new people that moved in?
No, sir. None.
All right, just a moment.
I think she rented to them.
Hang on.
Looks like a fraud.
All right, hang on. Let's see if we have service on the unknowns. All right, the sheriff was unable to serve anyone at the house. He says well, whatever. I don't want to, that's with the sheriff, but what I can do, sir, is like I said before in the last court order, I can give you service by posting.
We already did it. You give me that order.
I know, but that was on March 10th.
Yes, sir.
Then on March 19th through April 2nd, the sheriff tried to serve them, but he didn't do it through posting. You didn't ask him to do it through posting. Just let me finish. They tried to serve them and they couldn't get service on Dominique. So like I told you last time, you should do service by posting, where the sheriff posts it in 3 public places: the library, City Hall, and I think the sheriff's office.
Okay.
Then they don't have to hand it to anyone. So let's do that. Then you get your property back, okay?
Okay, sir.
All right, hang on just a second. Now it's going to be a while because the sheriff isn't going to be, well, just a couple weeks. The sheriff isn't going to do any service of process until after June 27th.
Okay.
So I'll give you a longer date, okay?
Okay, sir.
All right. But tell the sheriff you want it served by posting. You should write that down.
Okay, perfect.
Oh no, I need more. Did I tell you I need more alias orders? on just a minute. Is Alonzo your first name or last name?
Last name.
Alonzo is your last name.
Austreberto is my first name.
Okay. All right. Now, do you have a pen and paper, sir?
Yes, sir.
When you ask this, you're going to have to get an alias summons.
Okay, I already have it. Again?
You have to get another one.
Okay, alias.
Because the one you have is up today and it was unable to get served. You need another. Okay.
Okay.
So you're going to get an alias summons
Uh-huh.
for both Dominique Stevens
Mm-hmm.
and unknowns,
Mm,
unknown occupants for both.
okay.
Then when you tell the sheriff to serve via posting, okay?
Uh-huh.
Tell the sheriff you want it posted against both Stevens and unknown occupants.
Okay.
It's got to be both.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see, this will be the, what alias are we on? Fourth alias. All right, let's get going on this, okay?
Okay.
All right, let me give you some time. June, he's not going to be out till June. How about, you want, I can either give you July 16th or July 23rd.
July 16, the nearest court date that you have.
All right, that may not be enough time. I can give that date to you if you want, but that may not be enough time for the sheriff. It might
Okay,
be
no, the 16.
the
It will be the
16th?
16. Yeah,
Okay.
I think so they can have enough time.
Well, you'll have to ask them.
Okay.
You want 9 or 1:30?
What you say?
9 o'clock or 1:30 in the afternoon?
9 o'clock.
Okay. I'll have the clerk mail this order to you, okay?
Okay, perfect.
All right, you know what you have to do, right?
I have to go to downstairs and get the order and then take it to the sheriff office and on the 27th.
Well, yeah, you're going to get the information about service by posting.
Okay,
and then
perfect.
bring it over to the sheriff, okay?
Okay.
Make sure it's against both Stevens and the unknown occupants. That's very important.
Very important. Okay,
All
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to you, sir. Have a nice day.
You too. Thank you, sir. Petition of, is it Sans? Petition of Sans?
Yes, Your Honor, Amy Grogan on behalf of Marissa Sands.
Hey, thanks for your patience, guys.
That's okay. Marissa just needs to get her spelling of her name fixed for her. It's making her crazy.
Well, we don't want to make you crazy. Okay, hang on just a second. Okay. And this is for you, Miss Sans, for you yourself? Okay. Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear to tell the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Are you changing your name to avoid child support payments?
No.
Are you changing your name to avoid a warrant for your arrest?
No.
Have you been convicted of a felony in the last 10 years?
No.
Are you required to register as a sex offender?
No.
Are you a member of a terrorist organization?
No.
You're not?
No.
Okay. I'm just teasing you. Okay, are you between the ages of 18 and 25?
No, I wish.
Okay. All right. So make sure you change your name with Social Security so that your benefits follow you, okay?
Okay.
And then Ms. Grogan, can you go ahead and prepare the decree?
Yep, we got the order ready. I'll email it to that address that you gave.
Hang on, let me do my, there's my share screen. Bam.
Yep, I wrote it down last time when you put it up there, so I got it.
Thank you. You're ahead of 98% of everyone else. Okay, just zap it over to us as soon as you can, anytime before 3. We'll sign it and get it right back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, let's see. Fahey versus Bonnie.
Yep.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, is anyone here? Bonnie, is Bonnie here? Oh, this was court call. But then they came via Zoom, okay. Mr. Shackelford, are you here on the Fahey versus Bonnie case? Okay, can you unmute your microphone in the lower left-hand corner of your screen? Thank you. All right, so hang on, let's see what we have here. Shona Bonnie's voluntarily dismissed. Let's see what else we have. Hang on. Okay, are you Floyd Shackelford?
Yes.
Okay, just a moment, please. Mr. Fahey, is this Section 8 or HUD housing or anything?
Not, Your Honor.
Do you have a federally backed mortgage on the property, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac?
No, I do not.
Hang on just a moment. Okay. All right. So everything else is in order. Let me check one other thing here. Okay. All right, so all the paperwork is in order, Mr. Shackelford. What the landlord is claiming is that the time he filed the lawsuit, that $4,125 was past due in rent. Let me ask a question. Do you have a lease on this property, Mr. Fahey?
We did have a lease, and it's to Mr. Shop and Ms. Barney, tenants.
All right, hang on, you're breaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
So, did you have a written lease at one point, yes or no?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Did Mr. Shackelford sign it?
We did.
Okay, when did it expire?
2016.
2016? And then after that, they were paying month to month?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. So Mr. Shackelford, the plaintiff, Mr. Fahey, is claiming at the time he filed the lawsuit that $4,125 was past due in rent. Whether you have that money is not important, but do you agree or disagree that you owe that amount? Can you hear me, Mr. Shackelford? You're breaking up. I can barely hear you. This isn't working. Do you you have a different device you can get on or no?
No.
Or can you call in with your telephone?
One.
Right. Hang on a minute. What's the phone? You know the phone number. All right. Is 3719 this phone, or is it 3721? Try 30. All right, do me a favor, Mr. Shackelford, write this phone number down, okay?
Okay.
847 377 3721. So just get out of Zoom and call that telephone number right now, okay? We'll do it over the phone. Hang on, Mr. Fay.
Yes.
Sorry, I was muted. I apologize. At the time the lawsuit was filed, Mr. Fahey stated that there was $4,125 in rent owed, and that was from January, February, and March. Now, whether you have that money is not important, okay? It doesn't matter if you have the money. But do you agree or disagree that that amount is owed? Okay. Is there any reason for not paying other than just not having the money?
Just not having the money and hard time.
No, and believe me, I empathize with you. You're in the same boat as a lot of other people. So what we do in this situation, just not having the money is not a legal defense to paying rent, okay? But what we're doing in this, I used to give you 2 weeks to try to work it out with the landlord. And if you're unable to work it out with the landlord, you'd have to vacate. But because of the COVID and everything, we've extended that to 30 days, okay? So what I'll do is, Mr. Fahey, I'll enter a possession order for 30 days, okay? Hang on just a second. And try to get it worked out, Mr. Shackelford. And if you cannot, well, if you do get it worked out, get it in writing. Don't do an oral agreement, okay? Because then we're going to get a he said, she said. So if you guys work it out, just write it down on a piece of paper and you both sign it and keep a copy, okay? But if you're unable to work it out, you're going to have to vacate in 30 days, okay? Mr. Shackelford?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Fahey, how much, let's see, how much rent is owed through the end of June?
That would be 6 months rent, Your Honor. So 1375 times 6.
All right, hang on. That's the rent, 1375?
That's correct, Your Honor.
1375 times 6. All right, so that's 8,250. Hang on just a minute. If you collect that, congratulations, but anyway, are you going to worry about the couple days in July or do you want the 10 days in July or no?
Well, Judge, are you requiring the 30-day?
Yeah, 2 weeks just isn't enough time during these times. And
Okay.
people aren't working.
Okay.
Do you want the 10 days in July?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. So how much is rent a month?
1375.
1375 divided by, hang on, 31 days in July. It's 44.35 a day times 11. So that's an extra 487.90 for, you don't owe all of July, Mr. Shackle, for just the first 11 days, okay? All right, just a minute. How much did it cost you to file the lawsuit, Mr. Fahey?
I don't remember what the filing fees are.
All right, hang on, we can look it up.
Okay.
You want the case number? Okay. Do you have any questions, Mr. Shackelford? How much?
That's 30 days. I don't know.
Right, or you can try to work something out with Mr. Fahey. Now, realistically, hang on. Hang on a minute.
Okay.
Realistically, the sheriff isn't effectuating any evictions till after June 27th. Then they're going to be backed up a little bit. So, but you know, I wouldn't push it. You may have a couple extra days, but I wouldn't push it. Okay. All right. How much was the filing fee? $284. How much did it cost you to get them served, Mr. Fahey?
$118.
Well,
yeah. No service of anything. A 5-day, 30 days.
Hang on. Now, what they do, Mr. Shackelford, is they can serve anyone living at the house age 13 or older, okay?
I'm the only one living there. No one
Well,
lives there.
all right, just let me address your concerns. On March 18th, or strike that, on March 10th, Mr. Fahey said he handed you a copy of the 5-day notice on March 10th.
Nope.
All right, so you're denying that?
I am. And the private investigator or server he hired served my ex-wife who no longer lives at the house.
Right,
So
but
he dismissed her from the case. I was not served.
all right,
They didn't get a copy of that.
all right,
server.
just hang on, slow down a minute so I can address one thing at a time, okay? On April 6th, the sheriff or the private investigator served Shona Bonnie at the residence on April 6th. So all they have to do is serve someone who's living there or who's a member of your family age 13 or older.
She is no longer a member of my family. We're divorced. He knew that.
What,
She was not at the residence, so she was not served at the residence.
when did she move out?
November.
What was she doing there on April 6th?
She wasn't. That's what I'm telling you. She was not served at the residence. And she
Okay. She was, I see. She was served at a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes.
right at her word.
Oh, hang on.
Not about
Let me check it. Let me see about service on you, okay? Hang on a minute. Well, she's been dismissed. Okay, so the private investigator said he served you on April 11th at 332 Maplewood in Antioch at 11:17 a.m.
that's incorrect. I would have been at work. I worked from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m.
So you're saying that's completely, well, that was a Saturday. April 11th is a Saturday. So you're saying, all right, you're saying that's completely false.
True.
All right, I'll have to set it for trial, Mr. Fahey, okay? And so what you're gonna have to do, Mr. Fahey, is you're gonna have to prove that you served Mr. Shackelford with the 5-day notice, all right, on March 10th. Then you're gonna have to have your private investigator on the Zoom call and I'll question him about serving the summons and complaint on April 11th. All righty. All right, so hang on a second. So we'll have that hearing first. All right, and then if you win that hearing, we'll move on to the trial. But first, we have to make sure we have proper service on them. You should have told me that to begin with, Mr. Shackelford, but hang on just a second, okay? All right, let's set it for trial on in 2 weeks. That's the 25th. How are we looking in the morning, Madam Clerk?
Can I get a later date?
No,
I work.
it's 2 weeks.
In the morning, you only have 9.
Okay, so how about in 2 weeks, June 25th at 9 a.m.?
Okay.
Are you available, Mr. Fahey?
Yes, I believe I am.
Okay, so we're going to set it for trial on that day via Zoom, okay? So you guys have to practice. Mr. Shackelford, if you want to show me any documents, you're going to have to appear by Zoom. And whatever device you were on earlier isn't going to work because it's either the refresh rate or your Wi-Fi or whatever wasn't happening, okay? It was very garbled and we couldn't understand what you were saying.
Can I
So,
call this number again if I can't get a better laptop or get down to the court library?
well, you can go down to the law library, but you're I don't know if you're going to be able to, if you're going to be able to show me any documents. Are you planning on showing me any documents?
No, nothing.
Okay, so that makes it easier. So you can go to the law library, okay? Or get on a better device.
Okay.
All right, but appear by Zoom and then let's see how it goes. But hopefully the law library or a better device. So we're gonna all come back on Zoom, right? Just like you did today at 9 o'clock on June 25th. Now, if anyone wants to show me any documents, they need to be downloaded into the computer you're going to use so that you can use the share screen function. All right.
Okay.
So anyway, okay, hang on just a second. Let me draw up the order. Okay, guys. All right. Does anyone have any questions?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm just not familiar with this. Is this a court hearing with you?
Yes, the trial will be with me. So
Okay.
the first thing we're going to do, Mr. Fahey, is have a little mini hearing with your private investigator, and he's gonna testify as to what he did, how he allegedly served the summons and complaint on Mr. Shackelford. Okay?
Okay.
And then Mr. Shackelford is gonna be able to testify and present any evidence he wants to present. And if I find that he was not properly served, that's the end of it. You got to start again. If I find he was properly served, then we move on to the trial of the eviction trial, okay? And you're going to have to show me that, or testify or show me evidence that you served him with the 5-day notice. And if you're able to prove, if you're not able to show that, if he says, look, I was in Idaho on that day and here's my plane ticket, right? And my hotel reservation, and he wins, then there was not proper service of the 5-day, you got to start again. If you win and you're able to convince me that you did serve the 5-day to him, then we move on to damages, right? How much is owed? So that's the progression it'll take. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Shackelford?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, hang on just a second. Now, if you guys want to show me any documents make sure, Mr. Fahey, they're downloaded to your computer beforehand and that you know how to use share screen. You need to practice that. There's tutorials on YouTube on this stuff, okay? Now, Mr. Shackelford, if you're going to use a friend's computer, you have to do the same thing. If you're going to use the law library and you want to show me documents, I would get there about, you know, as early as you can before 9 o'clock, right?
Okay.
Like whatever, a half hour before or whatever, and tell the law librarian, I want to be able to show documents to the judge on share screen. How do I do that? Okay, because you're going to have to download the documents to the computer, and then he's going to have to show you how to zap them back up to show me. Okay, okay, all right.
In your honors, since I will have to get the server on, on the Zoom call, is there going to be a number of people in this hearing where there could be a couple of hours wait, or is this just the sole meeting?
How many do we have up? 9. Why don't I set it for 10 o'clock in the morning? Because then that way I can get rid of some of my routine stuff.
Okay.
Is that okay with you, Mr. Shackelford?
Yes.
I'll set it for 10 o'clock.
So 6:25 at 10 a.m.
Well, you know what? Hang on a second. Yes. Now, also, Mr. Shackelford, you're going to need to file an appearance, okay? You need to file your appearance 25th. You need to file your appearance by June 23rd. All righty. Did you write that? Did you write that down?
How do I follow it?
Then I put that in the order. All right. You can either come to the clerk's office, which is in the basement of the main courthouse, and file your appearance. There's a fee involved. If you cannot afford the fee, there's a form to fill out to see if you qualify to waive the fee. All righty. Or you can, there's an appearance form on the clerk's website. So you're gonna have to call the clerk, and if you want to, I don't know how you do it electronically. You're gonna have to submit a payment or do your, if you can't afford it, there's a pauper's petition that you can fill out. But you need to talk to the clerk about that, okay? The easiest way to do it is to come to the courthouse with a mask and go to the basement.
Okay.
Okay, but if you can't do that, you'll have to get the appearance form online and then ask the clerk how you paid for it. Because there's a fee involved, okay?
Okay.
And again, if you can't afford the fee, there's a form you can fill out to see if you qualify to waive the fee. Now, if your appearance is not on file by June 23rd, there's no trial on the 25th. You lose automatically. So it's very important you get that on file. Okay?
Okay.
All right, just a minute. June 25th at 10 a.m. Okay, Madam Clerk, I'm going to specially set it for 10. I wonder if I should. So guys, just get on Zoom at like 10 to 10, okay?
Yep.
Okay. It'll say 9 o'clock on the Zoom meeting, but just log in, right? It's going to say 9, but just log in on that at whatever, 10 to 10. All right, just a minute. Defendant contest. Okay. Any other questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. How about you, Mr. Shackelford?
What's that?
Any questions?
No.
All right. Are you, Mr. Shackelford, are you still at 3 332 Maplewood in Antioch.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll have the clerk mail you a copy of the order, and you too, Mr. Fahey.
Okay.
I never got the one from the last court hearing either.
Well, we're gonna address all that at the trial, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, oh, let me see, clerk to mail out order. I put a, Post-it note on the defendant's address.
Okay.